All right, another concept that we're going to look at in this chapter or be expected to know in this chapter is graphing, basically in slope-intercept forms. We're going to just focus on that one right now. I know you learned point-slope form and standard form, but we're just going to kind of focus on the slope-intercept form. So the first thing we need to do is look at what the slope-intercept formula is. And so this right here, y equals mx plus b, is the formula. I might break out into song because when I teach this, I teach the YMCA, and so I say y is equal to mx plus b. So if you hear me say that, that is why. So when looking at the slope-intercept form, there's two pieces of information that are really important. This m right here represents the slope, and so I've heard it said you can remember that that's the slope because that's how the line moves. So up, over, rise over run. And then the number that's by itself is the y-intercept, but that's also where you begin. So when you're going to graph your line on the y-axis, you would begin at wherever that y-intercept is. So I'd start here, and then I'd start counting. If my slope was 1/2, I'd go up 1, right 2, or if it was negative, I'd go down and left. So those are just a couple of things to help you. So let's go to the back and look at some graphing. Let's see if I can, nope, let's go this way. All right, there we go. Oh, I still got to clear that screen. Sorry, I'm learning how to use this. Okay, so the first thing, super easy, if I was to give you an equation like this and just ask you to identify the slope and the y-intercept. So the slope would be -1/2. Don't forget it's the number that's in, or the sign that's in front of it goes with that number. And then if I asked you to identify the y-intercept, it would be at 0,6. That would be the ordered pair that I would begin at. If I was given the slope and the y-intercept, I could write the equation. So it'd be y is equal to 2/7 x, because that's your slope, minus 2, because that's your intercept. What we're going to focus on is graphing today. And so if I was to give you this graph like this, and ask you to give me the equation of this line, this is your intercept right here. So I can see that this is at 0, 2. And then if I look at this, I can see the lines going down. So it went down 1, right 2. So it has a slope of -1/2. So if I was to write this equation, y is equal to -1/2. Sorry, that's terrible writing, plus 2. And that would be the equation of my line. If I was to graph this, so I'm going to go ahead and write an x and y axis here. And so I'm going to begin at my y-intercept. So that means I'm going to begin at -3. So -1, -2, -3 is right here. And then my slope is a +2. If I wrote that as a fraction, it would be 2/1, which means I'm going to go up 2, right 1. Up 2, right 1. And so this would be my line. It's kind of straight line for this. So this should be a basic skill that you learned in Algebra 1. I know it's been a while since you've done it, so that's what the point of the review is just to kind of refresh some of the skills that our book assumes we remember, but we may or may not. So that's it.